comes into play, and the Sonics have good three-point shooters, but the strategy throughout the playoffs and really throughout the year for Chicago is to take away three-point shooting. They will be up on all of those people, switching on every play, trying not to give a Perkins, Hawkins, or Strempf any kind of look.
I think Seattle has to go for 3 points early right now. Don't make it a desperation three at the end to maybe tie. Their three-point shooting tonight, abysmal. Even worse than it was in game one.
Overall, 8 for 31 in the two games. Bulls have done it at the foul line here in the final minutes. The last 7 points have come at the free throw line. Down to 15 and 8/10 seconds remaining. Chicago looking to hold on to go 2 up in this best of 7 NBA Finals Series. Game 3 in Seattle on Sunday night, 7:30 Eastern Time. Showtime will get it going at 7. That's 4 out on the West Coast, and then Game 4 in Seattle next Wednesday, June the 12th. So that'll be Game 3 Sunday night at the Key Arena in Seattle.
Mark, one of the things that Seattle really has to work on is their ability to come from behind and win games. Throughout this playoffs, the games that they've won, and they've won a lot of them, they've led from wire to wire. There hasn't been a case in these playoffs where they've trailed at the half and come back and won. That trend continues. That's disconcerting for George Karl.
Payton will throw in now from the near side of the court, looking for the quick three. Kemp, and he's hit out of reach. So again, the clock is stopped. 12 and 3/10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Sonics, though, do not have any timeouts remaining.
And it didn't appear the Sonics looking for any three-point shot there, getting it quickly to Kemp in the corner, and he knew what he was going to do as soon as he caught it, and that is drive to the basket.
Kemp, 11 of 14 at the line. Seattle 22 of 28 at the free throw line. They've hit all 8 in the fourth quarter. Shawn Kemp with 28 points to lead Seattle.
Seattle have to make this free throw, get the quick steal or foul immediately.
3-point Chicago lead. Kukoc having trouble and has to use a timeout. Couldn't find anyone, avoiding the 5-second violation.
Well, David Windham just locked up Michael Jordan and just literally held him and wouldn't let him come to the ball.
But how about running the baseline to get the ball in bounds?
That would help.
So the Bulls forced to take the timeout. Reminder, right after our telecast here on NBC, coming up on
Seaman on the floor, because I think Phil Jackson trusts his instinct so much. He's not a good free throw shooter, and obviously Phil does not want him to get fouled, but they think Dennis is clever enough where he can catch it and they get rid of it very quickly to another good free throw shooter, and he feels he'll just make the right play.
Dennis moves so well off the ball. He spaces the floor. He creates the opportunity by spreading that floor for his teammates to create their own play.
And when Phil Jackson looks back at this, he will not be happy even with the victory. The Bulls missing their last 7 field goal attempts. They've done it at the free throw line. They have not hit a shot the last 6 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Mark, this is an old team. This is a team that I don't think will really hit their stride till Game 3 Sunday night. They had that long layoff, and now they're back to playing every other day, which is NBA basketball.
Well, not bad if they haven't been able to hit their stride and they come out of here with 2 victories. 12 and 3/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, the pressure by the Sonics. This time Pippen will try to inbound. Jordan gets it back to Pippen. And Hawkins called for the foul. Down to 8 and 9/10 seconds. And Pippen to the line. He is 5 of 6 at the free throw line.
A lot of confidence that time shown by Scottie Pippen, just waiting and saying, come and foul me. If you keep that ball moving, Chicago can run the ball out because Seattle can't catch up to a moving ball.
There you see the problems that Scottie Pippen has had from the free throw line during the season and during the playoffs, but so far in this series, much better until there. Seattle out of timeout.
Scottie Pippen, though, has shot the ball well at the line in this final series, 13 of 16. So the situation, 8 9/10 seconds remaining, 3-point Chicago lead. As you mentioned, Matt, no timeouts for Seattle. So the Bulls get back to the Seattle front court as Pippen misses on both. Rodman able to get a jump ball out of it. However, it's only a 3-point game. That was almost an air ball by Scottie Pippen.
And Seattle failing to take care of its defensive backboard, giving up a rebound on the offensive end, an offensive rebound on a missed free throw, inexcusable to trying to win.
Shows the great instincts of Dennis Rodman, able to get to the ball here.
Well, it was knocked loose and almost knocked to him, but how about him just not taking anything for granted?
Now the question on the lineup, Jordan trying to organize things. It's Perkins and Rodman. The Sonics with 6 and 9/10 seconds to go need a 3 to tie it if they can get possession. And toss. Oh, not a good toss. And apparently they will. They're going to do it again and reset the clock. Yes.
And it looked like a foul could have been called there on Dennis Rodman as he hindered Sam Perkins from getting up in the air.
Just Kersey with the do-over. They reset to 6.9. And again, a whistle. And they'll re-jump. Hugh Holland says, do it again.
And that's the second time Dennis Rodman has fouled Sam Perkins.
Rodman is leaning in, and he's initiating the contact, but he's doing it with his left arm, his inside arm.
Well, let's see. Well, we need the hat trick. And it's controlled by Jordan. And now the foul with 3 and 7/10 seconds remaining. Oh, Payton and Jordan having some words, face to face. And Hoffer guides Payton away. Now Shawn Kemp calming Gary Payton down.
Well, Michael well aware of the repercussions if he gets into any kind of trash talking or taunting or possible throwing of a fist or a slap. He walks away, and Kemp wisely gets Payton out of there.
It is Rodman going to the foul line. Dennis Rodman now 3 of 5 at the line.
This has not been pretty down the stretch.
Well, Pippen missed 2. Now Rodman missing. Only 3 and 7/10 seconds to go in the fourth. And Rodman is able to hit for a 4-point lead. Perkins fires it down for Flint. And that will do it. The Chicago Bulls to Flint with the victory. The Bulls over the Sonics 92-88. So they protect the home court. They are up in a best of 7, 2-0 with game 3 to take place in Seattle on Sunday night. 29 for Jordan, 21 for Pippen. Let's go to Jim Gray with Dennis Rodman. Jim?
9 points. He has 20 rebounds, tying a playoff record. Dennis, you made that final free throw there, plus you had a lot of words with George Karl. What did you say to him after his derogatory comments about you?
Well, you know, me and George Karl go back a long way, and I remember a couple years ago he really wanted me to come to Seattle, and I wanted to go to Seattle and win a championship there. But, you know, it's all about mind games and head games. That's what it's all about.
Have you won the mind games now? You're 2-0 in the series, but are you ahead on the mind games as well?
I don't think so. I think Seattle's a great team, a great athletic team. They can get in any game and get in anybody's head. But tonight, you know, I think that we were on the free throw line.
You had a specific conversation with George Karl. You went over and said something to him. What was said there?
I said, you know, I don't think that was appreciated what you said about me in the paper, but I said, are we still friends? He said, I had to take my players. I said, that's great, but we still friends. He said, Yeah.
Now, the Sonics gave you quite a game this evening. They sent a message that they can be competitive going back to Seattle for 3 games. Now, this was not as easy as you expected tonight, was it?
No, I thought we'd play a little bit better, but we didn't. But that's what the playoffs are all about. And the people got their money's worth and hope we can get one Sunday.
All right, Dennis, congratulations. We'll see you Sunday.
Let's play all elections.